where a lady came from. You see, because land determine values of men. Now, when you say land, you're talking ordinance. I say somebody's talking. You don't get emotional about it. You don't pray about it. There are things you don't pray about because they are not made subject to prayer. They can't change by prayer. I said they cannot change by prayer because they are protected by pattern, by ordinance, whether it is a human form. So there are, the Pharisees look at Nicodemus and say, go to Galilee and check. They don't produce prophets. They were talking about destiny and land, value. So if you're a woman, don't marry a man. Marry a land. Marry a people. There are lands that are more blessed than others. There are cursed lands. All this I'm telling you, I didn't know. I teach it because I'm hot. H-U-R-T. Like what I'm sharing now, I'm sharing it from hot. It's because I've already made mistake. Where you have charismatic ability, you can pray, you can lay hand, and then it blinds you to realities. And then pain came. And then pain forces you to understand. It's forcing you to understand. But it is precarious that sometimes some people are under pain and they don't still understand. If somebody is under pain and he don't have no understanding, then the person has planned to die. You see, because the last option God gives ignorant people is to use pain to teach them. So there are so many things I learned. When I needed money to buy, there are 2 projects I have had that was under time, and it brought me so much pressure, and I learned eternal lesson from it when I was trying to buy Kanu property, because buying a land, sellers of land don't wait. In building, I can build 50-story building through a slow process. It's not they keep on taking it until it's 50. The owner of the land said, if you don't have money now, we'll sell it next tomorrow. That's why it is terrible. And it's not your brother. I went through pain in Kanu and I went through pain here. Just because of, so I'm teaching it from experience. And then having pastored for 32 years and then meet different kind of people with different kind of temperament with pastors, all these things are contributing to lessons I want you to learn, not only for yourself, but you can help others who are still wallowing in ignorance. Look at what I said. Source of land. You know that land have soul. Don't you know that there are some things some people cannot understand because of where they came from? God rejected Saul for being a Benjamite. He doesn't want a king from a particular tribe. So he kept away the character. He kept away the character of royalty from Saul. He kept away a particular character that throne requires. Because the foundation that produced Saul will not allow him certain behaviors, certain character that throne requires. He always rebelled against Samuel because of the soul of the land that produced him. Can I tell you something? Can you look up? You're not supposed to know this, but I should teach you. Let me help you with that. God said to Moses, he said, because you didn't sanctify me before Israel, That was the sin that led him to death. There are other sins that doesn't lead to death. Just you didn't sanctify me. And that was it. God is not there worrying about our perfection. But there are certain sins, certain nature commits that get to God to bring rejection. For instance, in chapter 1 of the book of Esther, they just told Vashti. They just told Vashti that the Israelis is calling her. Huh? It's what? And they gave few, because she came from a stupid background. She was filled with pride. And then she ignored the call of the king because she's queen. And the book of Esther carried her only in chapter 1. If you have Esther, the Bible didn't tell the story of Vashti in 2. That is how ordinary she is. You see, because she said that she's so beautiful. And the Bible says, when the king called the wise men of Shushan to consider the matter, the wise men looked at the king and said her issue must not be considered. That if the king forgive her, that when they call their wives also, they will not also come. Esther wasn't perfect. No, she wasn't. There are lands that produce people of witchcraft that must commit certain sins to God, certain heinous sins, and then destroy their values. And let me stop on value on. We all represent the soul values of our family. I say we all. The what? Now, when I became a preacher, I know where I came from. So I started representing the soul value of that family. The what? Huh? Now, some people, some kind of people must not be produced from some families because they don't have value to produce such people. I said they don't have value. It will take a generation of Jesse, Obed, the lineage of Judah, to produce a David, to also produce a Jesus the Lamb, and also to produce a Jesus the Lion. Very important for you to know it. Because when children are to be born, God consults with what the family has. God consults with what the family has. And then the Bible says in 11 of Isaiah verse 1 that it's an offshoot. Maybe you should like it. Isaiah chapter 11 1, it says it's an offshoot of Jesse. That is, this thing is a tree that grows from this soil. That's how human beings are. He said, there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse, a branch shall grow out of the root. So the foundation of a family is that root. And then why do you want to talk about the person without talking about the land?